Hi, my name is Alan Brochstein, and I'd like to invite you to check out some of my best work free of charge. You may know me from 420 Investor, which I started in September of 2013 to help investors stay on top of the publicly traded cannabis stocks. I've been following the industry for almost 3 years now, and I continue to run what is the largest and best community of people that are focused on the publicly traded stocks. About a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, I started the 420 Investor newsletter, which I do share with my subscribers, but I also offer it as a separate service for $99 a year. As you can see here, and I'll provide a link to this page in the video, each newsletter includes a review and an outlook, 3 in-depth articles, a calendar of events, a review of the news on the 420 Investor Focus List, which I'll talk about in just a minute, and a look at some of the price returns of all those stocks during the prior month. All you have to do to get started is click this button right here after this page comes up. So once you do that, you'll have access, and you go to My Products, click on 420 Investor Newsletter, and what comes up is this page, and you'll see we just moved this to a separate platform earlier this month, and we're taking free signups right now. When you sign up, you'll be able to click on Newsletter, and you'll be able to get the last 5 editions. I will be sending out the next edition on December 1st, and that's something that I'll talk about right before we send it out as well. If you click on any of the newsletters, a summary comes up. So you can see in this last edition, the 3 topics were the states that could legalize in 2016, stock promotion, and then a review of Steve D'Angelo's The Cannabis Manifesto. If you click here, you'll see the newsletter itself, and this is what it looks like. This is was the 11th edition of the year. So we start off with the review of October, then feature articles, several states that could legalize, a complete summary of all those, a discussion of stock promotion, which is, unfortunately, we're stuck in penny stock land, and that's a big part of the landscape. And I go through each of the names on the focus list and kind of talk about which ones are better or worse than average. And then the book review that I mentioned. The next part is an industry calendar. November was very busy. December won't be that busy. I also provide reporting deadlines so that you'll know, depending on if it's a U.S. company or a Canadian company, when their reports are due, whether they're quarterly or annual. Then I discuss the focus list. Now, I count about 340 names right now that are purporting to be in the cannabis industry. A lot of them don't even trade. Of those, right now I have 25 companies that are on what I call my focus list. My focus list includes some real dogs, but they tend to have really high trading volume, so I stay on top of those because they do kind of represent the market. And then I also have some under the radar names that I think could work out in the long term. I rank each of these stocks from 1 to 5 on 3 different categories: management capability, corporate governance and transparency, execution and capital structure. I put that all as a quality rank. That's the first one. The second one would be technicals, and the third one would be valuation. Now, the newsletter subscribers don't get access to all of those, but what I do share is what are the stocks that are below average. So anything that ranks below 3, I include that every month. I adjust these weekly, and so you'll be able to tell, even if you're not a member to my full service, which are the companies that I think are below average in quality. On the same page, I then share for the focus list the significant news during the prior month. And finally, we have the price returns, so you can see the price action. Now, the newsletter is good for people who are not wanting to stay on top of the market every single day and just want to kind of keep their fingers on the pulse. If you're looking for a more intensive experience, consider joining my full service offering at 420investor.com. But a lot of people aren't ready for that yet. And honestly, like I tell my subscribers, the markets are just not there yet. Uh, I called this 420 investor 2 years ago, and I have to admit, uh, more than 2 years later, there's very few investment opportunities in the publicly traded space. I think that's going to change in 2016. We'll see new companies enter the space. We've seen a few so far. I expect that to increase. And I think the year is going to be exciting with all these elections late in the year for at the state level for legalization. So I hope this was a helpful, quick tour of my product. This is a no strings attached offer. All you have to do is click the link at the bottom, put in your information, and you'll get access to the last 5 newsletters, and you'll also get the next newsletter delivered to you, all free of charge, no obligation on your part. Hopefully you'll like what you see and decide to stay with us at the 420 Investor newsletter. And if you are looking for a more complete product, 420investor.com may be for you as well. Thanks for your time, and have a great 2016.